Hello, so good to be back with you. It is January 1st, 2017. This is Bilbo Bloggins coming to you. I've got number 23 of 52, and I want to share it with you today because I only have 24 weeks left to get in all 52 of them before the published date of the first one. So, the first one said just do it, so I got started, now I got to finish. That's very important. Here's what I want to talk to you about today. This is a great lesson. Over the last, I guess 20 years, I've learned that a lot of people can blame some of their lack on the fact that nobody ever talked positively to them. No one ever encouraged them. No one ever gave them that sense that they were able and special, and I get it. But guess what? You might not have anybody who's going to do that. So I made a decision not too long ago that I'm going to talk to myself. And here's what this lesson says, and I'll just say, talk kindly to yourself. You may be the only one who does. Faith comes by hearing. So say it out loud, and say it on purpose. Now, we can call it boasting, braggadocious, self-absorbed, or whatever. I don't really care. I like to talk good about myself. I call myself good looking. I look in the mirror, I say, you are so handsome. I feel like they're affirmations from the SNL skit. But I don't care. I'm going to talk good about myself, because if I don't do it, I don't know who will. And so I make it a habit to talk good about myself. I speak well of myself, and I call myself number one. So all the people who are in my office, I walk around and go, who's number one? Say, you, Bill. You, Bill, you're number one. And I've said, that's correct. And it's kind of funny because you can say, how can you say you're number one? Well, I got this thought that if I wanted to be the number one golfer in the world, it'd be hard for me to call myself number one. But I could be the number one golfer within 5 feet of myself. And in that regard, I can call myself number one as much as I want to, as long as I narrow the universe of comparison small enough that I get to be in the number one position. Which also reminds me of a book I read a while ago. This has been about 25 years ago. I read a book by Dale Carnegie called How to Win Friends and Influence People. None of it really stuck with me, only just a little bit of it. But I did walk away from that thinking to myself, I'd like to be in the top 5% of a lot of stuff. And so in thinking about being in the top 5%, I realized that, hey, the fact that I woke up this morning with money in my wallet means I'm already in the top 5% of the world with respect to economic security. I woke up and ate, and so I'm within the top 5% of the world with respect to food security. So it's not too hard to keep myself in the top 5%. And so my goal is to widen my universe of comparison so that I can stay in the top 5%. And I know all this sounds quite crazy, but the reality is, as I hear myself, and as I consider myself, and as I visualize myself, and as I put myself in a place of ascendancy, these things attract to me. And I'm still experimenting with it, but I believe the more I allow myself to think positively about myself and to back that up with speech that doesn't conflict reality, because there's nothing worse than lying about yourself, like I'm the best ever was. Probably not. But if I can be honest with myself, even if I'm semi-fudging, I like the way it makes me feel, and I like the way the universe responds to me. So that's a tip for you. That's number 23 of 54, or 23 of 52. Bilbo Bloggins out.